I started making videos when I was really young. My earliest memory would probably be with my dad, actually. He had a VHS camera, and those are the types of cameras that once you hit your limit, you have to re-record over all of your footage. So you couldn't get too attached to it. But I basically recorded everything, and one of my favorite memories was attaching it to the top of an RC car. And I drove that thing around the entire house, and that's when I knew I had to do something with a camera. I started a YouTube channel in high school, and I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't focus on it. I didn't have goals within it, so I just occasionally made a video here and there. And then I got to college, and I started thinking about what I want to do with my life. And I realized that every single time I kept coming back to videography, photography, graphic design, you know? It was my thing. It's what I loved doing. My friends would always reach out to me and say, hey, yo, can you do this? Can you do that? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, it was never no. That was my biggest flaw. I couldn't say no. So through high school, I did a lot of things for free. That's how I built my portfolio. And I started to do wedding videography and all this stuff and label myself as a professional when I was 15 years old. Now, being a 15-year-old professional, people didn't really believe you. So I just kept pushing on and pushing on. I think my first wedding video was like $100. Like, what? Going through school and through college, I found that I wasn't really learning as much as I could. So I would go home from class, and then I would look up a video on how to do something just so I could learn something more. You really learn as much as you want to learn. And I found YouTube to be that platform that allowed me to share my creativity, because I felt like I was being selfish. When you have knowledge in a field, it doesn't hurt to share it with someone. So I kept making videos and producing content, and I started to realize that I was building a community. I would do these live streams where I would watch people's videos, and it gave them an opportunity to show this platform what they were made of. And I would offer feedback and critique some of them. And I'm in no means the best videographer, but we all have somewhere where we can learn. And that's what I like diving into, because the only thing holding you back is yourself. With that, I really held on to smaller YouTubers, and that's honestly what inspires me, because people who have less than 100 subscribers are making some of the highest quality content I've ever seen. And that's what I like exploring, because if I can give those people an outlet or a community to share their stuff to, then they'll get exposure and blow up. I think that's one of my goals and stuff that I'm going to keep pushing, because I wouldn't be here without them. I never set out on this YouTube channel to make money. I think one of the main factors of growing to 100,000 subscribers is because of that idea and sharing everything that I create for free. A little bit in the middle of the year, I made a few of my packs a couple dollars here and there, but that was just to cover college and like food and gas, because when I turned 21, I was on my own. I didn't have anything, so I was like, okay, there's got to be something that I can do, and I saw YouTube as that outlet. So in the middle of 2017, I decided that we have around 50,000 subscribers. I need to start thinking about this full time, because we're blowing up extremely fast. So I said, I'm going to make a business under my name. And I called myself Holland Media. And from there, credibility had a huge factor into this, because instantly it was like, oh, wait, you're a business now. Like, you're actually a professional. So I thought back to my 15-year-old self, and I was like, wow, I made it. Like, I'm finally here. I'm content with where I'm at in life. And I wanted to push things a little bit further, and I kept making videos, kept making content here and there. I started looking at it as my life. In 10 years, if I'm still making YouTube videos, that's a good deal to me, because I love sharing my creativity with the world. I found myself procrastinating quite a bit, and what I wanted to do is change that. So in 2017, the beginning of it, I set a New Year's resolution, and it was to make a video every week in a vlog style format. And I made vlog 1 all the way to vlog 52. And I completed my New Year's resolution. But the one thing that I learned throughout that time was that if I didn't complete a video for a week, I would be upset with myself. And I felt like I would have failed. And they always say success doesn't come without failure. And I totally agree. But this was the one time that I told myself I was not going to fail. And I pushed through everything every day. And sure, sometimes I didn't make the best video or I wasn't happy with it since I'm very meticulous about how I edit. But I learned so much about myself. And throughout that year, I progressed as a videographer and learned different techniques and editing styles that I didn't even think were possible. So I highly recommend pushing yourself and never giving up, because you might surprise yourself.